What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. Today we're going to talk about Black Clover chapter 288, Manifest. Now we all know the way last chapter ended. It ended with Asta coming in to save Namah and cutting Namah's arm. But this time we begin with Finro. Finro saying, oh, this guy, he never stops doing this, does he? Like, you know, because Asta rushed all the way over there to save Namah, and he's like, oh, he's always in a big hurry. I'm like, Finro, please. They have Yan, they have William. You know what this means? They are gonna destroy the world. So yes, there's a hurry. You know, but I'm glad that all the Black Bulls are there. Yes, they're not in the kingdom, specifically like in the castle town per se. They're in that town that they conquer when they were in the Harkin, like the beginning of the arc. I forgot what was the name of the town that they captured. That Finro took all the people from the Candelo there. Because that's the place, you know, that was the fastest way for them to go to dive into the Space Kingdom. But anyways, we go in, we see Asta safe Knock. Knock is there saying, oh, you're, you know, to Modelo, you're late, but I don't matter though. Just go and defeat the Dark Triad. He does not know, or Asta does not know that the Dark Triad already started. Well, of course he knows that already started because, you know, the devils are there, but Nyak is like, yeah, I can do this. Just go and defeat the Dark Triad and stop the Quiff of Three from coming. But that person has to stop is Morris, not really the Dark Triad, because the Dark Triad right now are being occupied by Juno, Charlotte, Rill, Jack is doing, and Jack is fighting against Dante, you know? So, yeah. Just let Asta deal with these devils, guys. Starting now, one of the things that we have to pay attention to is what Modelo said tonight. He said, "Don't, you can leave us. You can't die. They won't have it easy on us." Now, they won't have it easy on us. Is it the high-ranking devils that are there? The rest of the devils are gonna continue coming out through the tree, or is it Lucifero when he comes out of the underworld, right? Or could it just be like all the devils are gonna come back at them because they are mid-rank, right? So they're like the second strongest there after the high-ranking devils, because I'm pretty sure that other devils that came out, they were just low-ranking devils. So they're the ones gonna do the beating of the high-ranking devils until they get defeated, or at least that's what I'm thinking of. Asta tells Nak, no, you have to live. You have to see how strong I got all thanks to you. And now, this is the interesting part that Nax is Morgan in Asta. But he says that you both are good people, but you're different. You know, so he doesn't necessarily say, oh, you're Morgan. You know, but it just basically means that Nax has a new morning now, which if you didn't know, Nak means night and Morgan means morning in German. Hence, why Nak and Morgan. You know, like that's why it was the chapter 286 was called A Night with No Morning, you know, so it was a play on words by Tabata himself, so, you know, yeah. Then the action starts. The action picks up right away. Now, and Lilith said, oh, you know, this is the most fun we had in the underworld. You know, in the centuries we had in the underworld, this is the most fun we had. So then they just start fighting. They start taunting Asta once Asta can't hit them with the sword, like, can you hit us? Come, can you hit us? You know, they're just playing around with Asta. They're not even taking him seriously, despite them being in their devil fire magic and then devil ice magic. So we have to wait and see what actually happens there. Like if there's anything else after devil fire magic, devil ice magic to counter attack against anti-magic. Because they're having fun with this. They're not even going serious against Asta, and they just went serious a little bit against Nak, and they defeated him. But Asta's a bit different because Asta can only fight their magic. So we go in. It's all action, panel after panel. It's just full action. Asta gets caught in a tornado. Asta does Black Hurricane. He goes to hit him. That's when they disappear. And he said, "Can you hit us? You know, can you hit us? Swing it." And then after that, he's just more like, oh, who can hit him first? Can we kill him and whatnot? So like I said, they're just playing around with Asta. Right? Then Asta comes in, right? Asta comes in, damn it, and he calls his third sword Demon Destroyer. Now the Demon Destroyer looks different. It looks different. It seems like the orbs that Asta has in the back, those are like anti-magic orbs. That's the way he got his anti-magic now. Because what we see is that sword itself gets upgraded by all the orbs. The sword absorbs all the orbs in Asta's back, and so he just puts it up like this, right? And that cancels out their magic, which means that that's basically anti-mana zone, or that's what I think it is. Because if you know what mana zone is, it's using the magic in your surroundings, right? So Asta is doing the opposite of that. He's leading the magic on around him. That's why Namah and Lilith, they could not keep up the devil ice magic and the devil fire magic. And then he takes that the chance to cut them in half, to cut Namah in half. Lilith's still there, and Asta has 3 minutes as at the end of this chapter to continue on the fight. Because if you notice correctly, the star on Asta's chest, when he said I only have 5 minutes, or I already wasted one, the star on Asta's chest blew out like a 5-leaf clover, like he has 5, or he's gonna turn like into a 5-leaf clover by the time he blows out, and that's gonna be and I think that is the timer for. I think that is the timer for when the form is actually undone. After it's undone, they have, I don't know if they can just go back to it right away, because we know that a couple of minutes passed. A couple of minutes passed before Asta and the gang arrived in the Spade Kingdom, right? So we have to wait and see and get a better explanation as to how the Devil Union of Asta works, because we know he has 5 minutes, but we don't know how often he can do it. If it's gonna be the same as if he first went to Black Asta, and that he had to wait a couple of times to use it, and if he only has limited usages due to Asta and Lilith just having formed a bond between them, as well as the transformation. I don't think there's anything else to notice in here that I might have missed. If I missed anything, let me know in the question down below. A lot of action pack. We know that this is not the end of the chapter. Well, this is not the end of the fight. I mean, I don't think Namah is down like that. They are they're one of the high-ranking devils, so they might be able to fuse. Because since Lily and Namah, they're half of one another, they're twins. They might be able to fuse and come back even stronger. We know this in Black Clover. This is the thing that they always do. We live in a good hangar with Asta or somebody else is doing a big critical move, and then in the next chapter, the fight continues on like if nothing happened. So anyways, thank you so much for checking out my channel. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Leave it a like if you like it. Leave it a dislike if you dislike it. Subscribe to the channel for more content such as Black Clover and other things to come. And by all means, guys, go follow me on Twitter. That's where you guys gonna get updated whenever I upload videos, or whenever I have something to do and I can upload a video on that day, but I upload it the next day and whatnot. And I'll see you guys and gals next time. Peace out.